Good day everyone. Me, Aman, along with my partner Swasini are here to give the presentation on digital forensic investigation on Mikaela Moon case. In this case, we will be talking about prime suspect, evidence collected, and the digital forensic tools that are suitable to conduct the digital forensic procedure and some of the key features of the forensic tools. Without a delay, let's start the presentation. The case we are presenting is about the murder case of newly born baby by its own mother. It's surprising, but that's the truth. In 2016, Mikaela Moon, a former student of University of Manchester who got pregnant and kept secret about her pregnancy, and after giving birth in a bathtub, she drowned her baby. Moon claimed that she didn't know that labor kicked in while she was taking a bath and the baby was burned there. Moon and her baby were taken to the hospital where the baby boy was pronounced dead upon arrival. Due to the inconsistency of the story, investigation team launched further investigation and discovered some evidence which plagued Moon guilty. To talk about the person involved due to the inconsistency of the story, the police had doubt on the Moon, and it is hard to believe the negligence statement of her not knowing her delivery date and pain. So she is the prime suspect. In the case, the victim is newly born baby which was just arrived in the world and don't have any defensive measure to protect himself. The police launched a further investigation into her case in order to gather more evidence. They searched Moon's apartment. Along with that, they seized her digital and electronic devices as well. They analyzed her mobile phone and computer to get evidence. To move investigation further, they conducted the autopsy on baby to find the actual reason behind the death. From the house search, the major evidence that police have are the mobile phone and computer of Mikaela Moon. From performing digital investigation, the forensic team found out that she had texted two of her male friends whom she thinks that one could be her baby's father. It was also discovered that she had Googled several things that suggested she was well aware that she was pregnant and she was planning to kill her baby upon birth. Some of the key words she searched are home abortion, how to do abortion at home, 4 ways of cutting the umbilical cord of the baby, and so on. Some of the other facts of the case are: it was heard at the Warsaw Circuit Court by Judge Robert McLean. McLean imposed the sentence following an hour's worth of testimony from family and friends of Moon's, including Demerzel Ronald, the baby's father. During testimony, Moon's parents, Pamela and David Moon, described their daughter as a loving individual who worked hard in school, was an excellent volleyball player who played for 4 years on a Southampton squad, was involved in community. Baby's father, Desmond, said she learned in October 2015 that Moon was pregnant and assumed the pair would talk about their option when she came home over Christmas break. However, she later told him that she suffered a miscarriage and was no longer pregnant. After considering the details, the judge gave Mikaela Moon a 12-year sentence in connection with the death of her newborn son. That's all for the case background. I would like to hand over the presentation to my friend to talk about the forensic tool and its feature.
Thank you, Aman. So, as we all know, digital forensic is the process of searching, acquiring, and the preservation of digital content that may be used as evidence. Digital forensic have become popular in solving crimes as there has been an increase in cyber-related crimes. People are increasingly doing a lot of things online and they are leaving a digital footprint that could be used against them. With the increase of these digital crimes, there have been digital forensic developed in order to solve these digital crimes. Some of the most popular tools are FTK Imager, EnCase, ProDiscover Forensic, and Autopsy. For investigation of the Michaela Munz case, we are proposing the X-Ray Forensic, Oxygen Forensic Suite, and EnCase as the most appropriate tools. Now let us take a look at the different features available in softwares. If we consider X-Ray Forensic, it is a very powerful commercial computer forensic tool, and especially it is a window-based software. It offers many functionalities pertaining to computer forensics. Some of the pertaining features provided by the X-Ray Forensic are evidence processing options which can be customized as per the requirements of the case, and it has a very flexible and granular filtering options and highly customizable search functions. Moreover, one of the best advantage of this software is that it can be used in the portable mode. Moving on to Oxygen Forensic Suite, it is a package of a mobile forensic software for logical examination of smartphones, cell phones, and PDAs. This suite has the ability to extract device information, contacts, calendar events, SMS messages, occasion logs, and records. Therefore, moreover, it can extract various types of metadata which is important in any digital forensic investigation. The other features provided by the Oxygen Forensic Suite are it allows physical extraction of information, and moreover the user interface is easy to use and the options are very simple. And at the end of an investigation we generate a report, so that final report can be saved in multiple readable formats in Oxygen Forensic Suite, and it has built-in functionalities that can be used to crack passwords for encrypted apps. Moving on to EnCase, it is a product which is customarily utilized to recoup proof from seized hard drives. EnCase enable the specialist to direct a top-to-bottom investigation and gather digital evidence that can be used in a court of law. Many of the advantages include a user-friendly tool, and in terms of processing and analysis features of EnCase, it has a good reporting functionalities built into it. With the increase in cyber threats, encryption plays a significant role in securing data in any type or any kind of system. EnCase has built-in support for almost all type of encryption, including BitLocker, McAfee, Symantec, etc. The other prominent feature of EnCase is good keyword searching capability and scripting features. So, how are these tools are useful in Munz's case? Well, in the investigation process, Munz's mobile phone and computer device was seized as evidences. So when analyzing her computer, it needed to be searched for each and every possible evidence. So the best way is the keyword searching, and moreover, if the culprit had deleted the browsing history, the deleted files needed to be recovered, and if there are any important in search history, visited URLs and any download history, they should be gathered accurately and should be analyzed correctly. So X-Ray Forensic and EnCase both provide all these facilities, including keyword search capability and deleted file recovery within less time and effort. Moreover, they are user-friendly and provide extensive searching capabilities. More than one tool is selected for analyzing this, as the accuracy of the evidence is the utmost important factor in the case. In the process of analyzing her mobile phone, Oxygen Forensic Suite is best suited, as it enables to recover the deleted text messages from suspect's mobile phone and to recover other hidden relations between the contacts. Moreover, you can extract various types of metadata. If the mobile device is or its apps are password protected, this tool has a built-in functionality to crack these passwords. And the simply generated reports based on the data validated and verified are really easy to improve the understanding about the case, and the tool is really simple and clear to understand. So, conclusion is there are many forensic tools that are used by thousands of digital forensic professionals around the world. The functionality of all these forensic tools varies from each other, although there are several features which would appear to be provided consistently in every software. So therefore, the appropriate tool must be chosen by considering the nature of the evidences that we have to analyze and with regard to the case we need to investigate. Thank you so much. Have a good day.